So I made these spreadsheets and put them on my website, and they're still up there for now. CancelThisClothingCompany.com. There's a tab for resources. It's a very simple website. I'm just a very simple dude. I'm just using Google Sheets. Nice and easy. I don't have any team doing this stuff with me. I am just learning stuff and sharing what I find. The sheets have all different industries and grocery aisles, and they have every different company that I found and researched and marked down by hand who owns it and all that stuff. There's some funny notes in there too. Eventually, I started collecting a master sheet of all of the founder and family-owned brands that I was finding across all different aisles and industries. And I just gave these out for free. And some of the real deal homies out there would refer to them in the grocery store and use them to find and support more local and smaller businesses whenever and wherever they could. It was a whole journey, and we did it together on TikTok in the early days, before most of you guys probably met me on X or Rogan or Candace or wherever you did meet me. For everyone with the crazy Ian Carroll conspiracy theories about how I popped up out of nowhere and it's so suspicious, this is where I popped out of. This is what we were doing on TikTok, and it went super viral. It absolutely aced the TikTok algorithm for several months. I am a very fortunate man, apparently. But I also think that it was because we all feel this thing about America these days, like about a lot of the world. We feel how something is not right. Like the system is just not working in our favor. In fact, it actually feels like the world is actively keeping everyone down. And yeah, life's hard, but that hardship doesn't have to come from a corrupt financial system robbing you daily of your life's time and work and value. There is so much abundance, so many resources, and so much technological advancement, and yet somehow life is getting harder for most people. People are being buried under debt and worked to the bone, and we should be thriving, but something is keeping us all down. And we all sort of know that it's probably this amorphous blob of financial corruption. It's the club. It's the cumulative actions of all of these ultra wealthy bankers and money managers all pushing and pulling on the strings that move our world. And it's not just some grand conspiracy necessarily, like the Illuminati sitting around a shadowy table, but it's a bunch of people sitting around a bunch of tables, and their jobs are literally all to plot and scheme the rise of their seat and their table to the highest possible score. Mostly, they do these schemes within the bounds of the law. But we have countless examples of groups of these assholes doing all sorts of illegal shit too. Not to mention deeply amoral and even evil things. And I think we all want something we can do about it. Like, even if it's just a somewhat symbolic fuck you to the system, we want something we can do about it. But this isn't just symbolic. Large numbers of Americans shifting their buying power can make huge impacts. It can change everything. Really, these days, it kind of seems like money is the only thing that can change anything. Imagine if millions of Americans all changed how they shopped in 1 year and gave just like 10% less money to all of these shitty corporations that are poisoning us and hoarding money. Just that 10% could change everything. Well, earlier this year, a couple dudes who have spent the last several years building apps together had that exact same thought. And they saw what I was doing with my spreadsheets, and they realized, like myself and like many of you realized, that this needs to be an app. The function that these spreadsheets are serving needs to become an app and become 10,000 times more useful. And so they started building it. And I was immediately in. As soon as I met them, 100% value alignment and in it for the right reasons, which was my number one criteria in meeting them. And we've been building an app that tells you who owns all the products in the store. It does what all the other scanning apps do too, like telling you about the nutrition and the macros. It helps you filter for ingredients you do or don't want. It's got a pantry and shopping list you can share among your household. It's got funny, sort of spicy details about the various companies that own everything on the shelves. It's a whole deal. It's currently in beta testing. We had it out to the first round of 200 over the last 2 weeks or so. We are launching right now to the next 800, bringing us up to 1,000 beta testers. And we've got well over 10,000 total signups. It's more like 15 or 17,000 total signups as of today. And that whole signup list will get into the next round of beta testing. It's free. If you want to sign up, you can join the beta too. We'll never sell your data without your explicit consent. This is just what it is. It's an app made by 3 dudes with no outside investors, no strings attached, and we hope it'll make the world a slightly better place. We are not going to sell ratings or anything like that. We aren't even assigning ratings. We're just going to give you information and let you decide how that should affect your buying habits. The whole idea of the beta test is for you guys to help us build it, give us feedback, and tell us how to make the tool the most useful for you. And if you're seeing this video after it's been out for like a month or two, you can actually probably go to the app and download it off the Play Store or the App Store for free right now. It's coming out in just a few months. Try it out, scan some products, see who owns them, what's in them, think about who you're buying from, and what that does for you and for the world. Do a little of your own research and make your own choices. That's what it's all about. That's really what everything I do is all about. I mean, I am just a dude who wanted to know what the hell was going on out here. And once I started looking around, I realized I didn't know very much. And the world is a vast and complex place. So I've just been doing research and trying to learn and sharing that process with all of you on here. Because you can't save the world. The world's not even meant to be saved. But you can become a more educated and intelligent person that leads a better life for yourself and your family and your community. That is real purpose in my mind. And in my mind, it all comes down to education. And education is not the classroom. It's not the teacher. We're all taught to think of education as the stuff we see happening outside of ourselves. That's not learning. That's teaching. That's all just dancing monkeys making scenarios within which they hope you will become more educated. Even the best teachers can only curate experiences and situations in which you will be inspired to learn something. But the learning is yours. And that's what's happening inside of you. It's a choice. In life, you become what you want to learn. It's really that simple. If you don't want to become anything, don't learn anything. Just keep on keeping on. But if you want to learn, you can learn anything. You can literally learn anything. You got to do the work and take the time and put in your hours and all that. But you can learn about basically anything. And you can learn to do way more than you think you could do. So I hope you learned something today. I hope that this helped you put some pieces together in your own awareness about what the fuck is actually going on and why life is so hard for so many people right now. Doing something about it in your own life and collectively in our culture is an awfully long road. And who knows how it's going to go. But I figure that an app like Buyer is a pretty good place to start.
That would be enough to collapse the current paradigm and change the whole planet.
That's our show for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you want to check out Buyer, you can go to buyerapp.com. That'll be linked in the description below. You can sign up for the beta on that website, or if it's already out, you can download it on the Play Store and the App Store and play with it to your heart's content.